I was like, that's awesome. Yeah.
My lords and my ladies, rise and pay due homage. Comes before you once again your undead king and your living queen, Floki and Guinevere, monarchs of Artemisia.
Baroness of Arnhold.
Yay!
Nice.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, streamers and travelers all, come now before you, their Excellencies of Lochsallen, Togar, and Bronwyn.
Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, good populace all, now comes before you, Herr Steer Morgan of Singles Keep, the Rock of Artemisia.
Now before you comes Owen, Baron of Griffin's Lair.
Your Majesty, Your Excellency, good nobles, hailing from the eastern borders, I present to you Baron Till and Baroness Isabel Leah Rosadow of Bronzetown.
Herein reopens Their Majesty's court. You have Their Majesty's leave to make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you, everyone, for coming again to court. We've been doing them sort of off and on all day, so we appreciate everyone coming out again. Hopefully, the sky rays will flee and the sun sets, so things should start getting a little more pleasant here very soon. And once again, I apologize for the flies, but when you're an undead king,
It is what it
that's just
is.
all part of the business. So we do have some business again to attend to this evening, and once again, we're just going to get right to it. So.
Master Gomez.
Since you're retired, I found you another job.
I tried to get out and they pulled me back in. Everything.
This time, Their Majesties call before them Angus il Ulfr. You walk the other way, Angus. He was getting called in before.
You want to have a here? Take a guess. Beer. Very excellent beer. Thank you so much. The Angus brewed us a special beer, a juniper ale, and again using period techniques, and it's fabulous, fabulous drink. If you come and bug me a little bit later, I might let you have a little taste if you're interested in trying it out.
It seems like a lot of stuff that you do is trying new things. The sword and the shield with your fundraiser. I can count so many more things. So, I think it's appropriate to do something.
We, Floki Veskeger Lamberson and Guinevere McKay, monarchs of all Artemisia, appreciate those who enrich our realm through their research, teaching, and reproduction of authentic medieval arts and sciences. It was to recognize them that our ancestors created the Order of the Griffin's Eye. Our loyal subject, Angus Ilofur, gives freely of his knowledge and continues to learn. Thus do we make him a companion of this order and ask him to continue in his research and sharing of knowledge, done in accordance with our will this 24th day of August 2019, the 54th year of our society, while at Raptor War. Loki, Kuniger, Guinevere, Thran.
You are truly an inspiration. So please continue doing your work and spreading the knowledge that you've learned with the passion that you found. It is just amazing to have that. So it's
Illumination by Shirin Johnson. For the nurse companion of the Griffin's Eye, Vivat! 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 Her Majesty's call before them, Sir Kelwin Ratcliffe. Their Majesties call before them, farewell.
You've been very busy for the last 6 months. We've been able to notice this. You've been helping us tremendously, working as our royal scribe. And that is a very, very tough job. Because for those of you who don't know what kind of is entailed in being royal scribe, she takes it upon herself to do a lot of the scroll, but she also has to find others to do this. So this can be a bit of herding cats, a little bit of micromanaging. You need a lot of actual personal skills because you sometimes will be calling people very late at night and saying, I need a giant scroll done in 24 hours. Please have that ready for me. Thank you. And having to do
not that we did that.
No. But your artistry is quite recognized in the kingdom. Every time we presented a scroll, people have been able to say, oh. So we want to just take a little moment and just give you this illustration.
We, Floki, by right of arms, and only for a season, king, and Gwen, by grace and courtesy, the living queen of fair Artemisia, send due commendations and greetings to all good gentles and nobility, to whom these present letters shall come. It is the great duty and privilege of the crown to recognize those whose skill, knowledge, and teaching of the arts increase the glory and beauty of Artemisia. By the report and testimony of our counselors, and by our own certain knowledge, we are truly advised and informed that our beloved Herwen Thurtowen has long pursued good works and deeds of virtue and enriched our realm through practice and coordination of the scribal arts. We therefore do publicly command and elevate her by grant of arms as a companion of the Key Cross. Done in accordance with our will this 20th day of July, Anno Societatis 54, in the year 2019 by the Gregorian calendar. Floki, Dragar Kernigan, Gwen, Lefandis Rotten. Oh, yes. This is all the fancy words written down. That's cool.
So, you were very beloved. And the fact that Awen and Amanda made sure you had something. So if you have a chance to be able to check this out for your birthday, not like the dropping of it, check it out. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The fact that it's all glaze and with the sticky cross on it.
On the text, eventually in the Icelandic, there is the Icelandic text translation.
Thank you so much for spreading your absolutely beautiful artwork with us, and the fact that you took a chance on really two people that you really don't know. And you've done so much work already with the Kingdom and the Barony. So I wanted to say thank you very much.
For the newest companion of the Key Cross, Viva! 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 Your Excellency Arnold, do you have any business this evening?
Herein opens the court of Her Excellency Dame Feuerbach.
Thank you for coming. It has been a very hot, very filled, very
Moist?
exciting day for many of us. And I hope that the rest of you have had fun too. Yay! There was some fighting. There was some very cold river. There was some other fighting. There was some spearing of balloons. There was some other fighting. And there was more river. And there was the corpse flies. And there was a knighting. And I have had a wonderful day. And I'm going to get right to doing the things. I need to marry Gomez really quick, because we have unfinished business. No, remember last night when they had unfinished business? No, just stand right here. I can call them. On this side. You can bookends. Yes. We need Sigrid and Knut. Please. They got names, my husband. They are new. And if Zuzu needs to come up, it's okay. Newcomers are the lifeblood of our society. Go ahead.
Those who are new to our society bring great joy into our world. The brightest of their vision of the dream enlivens the barony and allows us all to remember what brought each of us into the society. To recognize their importance, the Order of the Yggdrasil was created. We now name Knut and Sigrid as newest members of the Order of the Yggdrasil.
Woo! drossels do. It has their first names on it. Not your new names. Dave doesn't know the last 3 weeks. And which shall henceforth be on new scrolls. 3 cheers for our newest drossels. Vivat! 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 We plan on more stuff for you guys. I just gotta be around. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for hanging out at Honor More with me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out with me. There was a tourney. Keep moving. There was a heavy weapons tourney. I need Caspar. Do this quickly. Caspar. I can be Caspar. Oh, I was going to pull up my pants.
Pants?
I know he's wearing pants, but no shirt, so I'm so confused. There was a tourney today.
There was a tourney today. There was a heavy weapons tournament to determine who the baronial warlord would be in these final days before you return to hell. So we had ourselves a snowball tournament, and we fought zombies.
Zombies?
Yeah, there was a zombie fight. Those nights, there were lots of night zombies. And her ladyship, Erin, came out victorious.
Upon this day at Raptor War did Aaron the Paladin win the Armored Championship of Arnhold. Baronial Warlord, done this day, August 24th. Baroness Varia.
Well, you can use the spear to get back up. So now you're stepping in, and my champions get haversacks. So you know, see people with these? I have one. My head timekeeper and lady in charge of me has one. And my head lady in waiting has one. And my champions have one. And scroll. Scroll by Killian?
Oh, yes.
By Killian.
Oh, it's got you. Oh, it's got that.
So I'm going to talk as this bad person here. I would just like to note that the prize for this prize tourney was donated by Sir Etienne. And Erin not only won our Baronial Warlord Champion, but she also was the top and won the prize for the prize tourney.
So she not just top of our barony. Win them all. 3 cheers for our newest warlord. Vivat! 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 We also had an archery tournament.
Archery tournament?
To see Braden. You did a thing up on the hill today. Yes, please talk about the thing briefly.
Everybody, we had an archery tournament. There were, in honor of her excellency, there were mystical orbs you had to collect the annals of the kingdom. There was Griffith shoe. There was a Stantloose. There were a few animals, and so you had to collect the orbs to be able to collect the animals. So it was a 2-part shoot. And usually, when we have issues in Arnhold, the folks from Lochsallen come up and show us how to do archery. And that was not the case. The person from the Barony who got the most points was also the person who got the most points in the entire team.
Yeah. Upon this day at Raptor War did Knut Alundi win the Archery Championship of Arnhold.
He gets lots of stuff that he gets to take home and take care of for a year. So these are the archery champion things. You can put this is the baronial arrow. This is the baronial bow. But you can put other things. See,
Other arrows.
the other arrows so that it make a whole thing, including look, winner of the entire tournament. Flufu arrows just for you in baronial colors. And as champion, haversack. Scroll also by Killian. We like to do. You may join our if you want Or you can just go hang by your wife. I know you're an introvert. It's okay. Three cheers for our newest archery champion! Vivat! 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 Her Excellency has an announcement about. Oh, I got some. Your Excellency, are you well? I need. Oh, beer. There may be a sickness here, but don't worry. We're already infected. Her Excellency has called me up to tell you of our fall event. This is the third time this type of event has been held in Arnhold. I originally discussed it as the event for those that we've always said the SCA was the best parts of the Middle Ages. You know, without plague and religious persecution, but we're going to bring back the plague. Well, we did that, and it's been around, but now we're going to rewind time to 1347, when it all began. So, November 2nd in Arnhold, we will be experiencing 1347 Venice. Really a bad year. I'm not going to lie to you, 60% of y'all are going to die. But we're going to have a really good time with that. So there will be Baroness's champion, there will be some fighting, there will be snippets of everything for everyone. We will be having some marzipan subtleties, we'll be having just a ton of different things. But the key is to see who can stay just that step ahead of death. Death does not care for your efforts. We will be having saintly interventions. Our saint will be Saint Antonia. Yay! For her patience during the rain. What? And Sam needs clothes.
And Sam the moose. Oh, is that the moose?
Yes, this is Sam.
I will let you talk about Sam in one moment. Well,
Okay.
So, please, mark your calendars, November 2nd. And I know Her Excellency has some pre-work for us for Baroness's champion.
You'll notice Sam is dressed very finely in their socks. Sam likes white clothes, blue clothes, does not matter. Does not matter century. But Sam should wear more clothes to court. So one of the parts of the Baroness's champion is to create clothes for Sam. Measurements will be sent out. You may pre-make said item. However, an item will be added the day of the event. So Sam will hide back here with their socks. Also, there was some throwing of balloons at small children.
Yes.
I heard that someone had a great time, the most.
I am not sure if this person is here, but
To your left, right. She's to your right.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm not sure if this, but of all of the children that were at thrown weapons, there were many who showed great skill at spear and some skill at throwing. But there was one who showed both skill at spear and throwing and other service, including cleaning up and helping fill, and was overall definitely one to be recognized. And that would be Xandra. Please attend Her Excellency.
So I have heard of your skill of both spearing of things and throwing of things, and that creates a fighter that we need in our barony. And what I have found in my stores is apparently this is to help rapier fighters. There are batons and a target. It helps you with your thrusting. And we can get you smaller targets. I'm sure your dad has some. And I look forward to you getting more and more experience until you become a member of our rapier guard. Very soon, I am sure. Thank you for all you do, because I see you a lot. You do quite a bit for our barony. Thank you. 3 cheers for Xandra.
For the Lady Xandra, 3 cheers. Vivat!
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 Woo!
there was a minus portion of the tournament.
Oh yes, it's always an interesting tournament when Lord John is involved. We had to throw at targets, and it was simulated that we were throwing past our shield wall. There was some incidents of friendly fire, possibly deaths. Sorry. But the winner of this tournament was Cormac, who will receive our praise.
Our praise and thanks. Good job.
The best score for Arnhold was by Lord Caspar, who will receive.
Upon this day of Raptor War, did Caspar win the Thrown Weapons Championship of Arnhold?
You've seen this before. You've seen this before.
Barely got it
I
back
knew
today
it.
before it's done.
I know, but you get a haversack now. Ooh, School librarian.
Hey.
Hey. That happens sometimes. You can hang in our court, or you can hang with your lady. Whichever you prefer. 3 cheers for our Thrown Weapons champion. Vivat! 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 Rapier, I will lend that. I will lend that. His Grace Ronin was there at the beginning of the tournament, and then he had other things he had to do, and the tournament went wrong without him, and there was a lot of fighting in the barkeep. Oh, look, Killian's following me.
Killian ran the tournament for me, so I'm going to let him speak about it.
Good job.
Well, we had a ton of rapier today. We had a 5-man Blood of Heroes tournament this morning, and the Wasatch Front people kind of crushed everybody in front of them. So we're going to practice for next year. We're going to get even. We had the Raptor Rogue tournament, which we did a Viking-style home gang tournament, and His Lordship Hago was the winner, and we'll come back next year and run rapier contests. And then for the Baronial Championship, we had a barroom brawl, round robin, and we had a 4-way tie for first place. And one Arnholder was in that mix, and who is now our champion.
Stuck as champion.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. You want to call it out?
Upon this day at Raptor War, did Ambrose Norwich win the Rapier Championship?
You get a holding cord. So you get a holding cord. But you get a haversack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, like this. It's in the haversack. And, get back here first. Thank you. 3 cheers for our Rapier champion! Vivat! 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 And there was a turning in heaven and back. Phil Conrad, can you just quickly... He's right there. Can you just say how it went and who won?
Commemorate the memory of our good friend Armand de North and His Majesty defeated Duke Bezos in 2 very grueling and taxing fights.
Excellent. The champion of the Armand de Mort tourney, Loki. Vivat! 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 So at many events, sometimes things occur that only 2 or 3 people know of. Then it makes the entire event go smoothly because a few people take care of that. And for that, our Barony has created the award, Service Performed Under Duress. I call Wojciech and Sappy. Secret. Siggy. I'm getting it close. This is for getting things done behind the scenes. assorted people of this fair. Put your hand up here. See your little light. That's right. Thank you for thrusting that forward.
Come on.
For our newest spuds, vivat!
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 Thank you for your help. Oh, our event steward. I'll take someone out. Sayera here?
She's here. No, I ran away.
Sayera, do you have event steward words? And Fernando, who's been a great help.
He's definitely a steward.
I know, but I see you more often. And he's taller, but you're prettier.
Since it's the end, we will keep this short. We have very few things to do. The first thing is, remember that we have the dumpster up above. Please put your garbage there. If the dumpster is full, which I don't think it is, but if it's full, please don't stack things next to it. That will cause problems. You have to take it with you if it doesn't fit in the dumpster. It was originally a pack in, pack out. This is just a little less than that. Please place the garbage around the site. I know everybody's really good about this, but we need to say that, especially like little things. If you see, little bits of water balloon that got mixed or whatever, please do that. We do have a little bit of lost and found that's sitting over at the reef table where you signed in. There's a pair of glasses. There's a fur collar, I believe, and a couple other miscellaneous things. If you're missing something, please check there. We have to be off-site by noon. If you are not off-site by noon, you have to pay an extra day of camping. Please. I mean, unless you want to pay $10.60 and hang out, your choice, but please do that.
On that, as you are packing out, if people are going to be moving vehicles around and stuff like that, do not block the roadways. I know that sometimes gets tough and people are trying to pack out in a hurry, but if you block the roadways, then I have to come talk to you again, and that really irritates me. But,
And you.
and you.
And what we're going to do, instead of going through the rigmarole of thank yous and bringing everybody up, we appreciate you all. We are just going to read a list of names. If I read your name, stand up, wave your hand. People need to know that you guys were really the ones that backed us up. We arranged it. You guys have been fantastic. I've had so many people step in. And for those 3 people that I'm going to miss on this list, I mean you too. So, Lord Caspar, Her Excellency Marin, Sir Kelwin, Her Grace Isabel, Her Excellency Juliana, His Excellency Braden, Lady Armara Girdling, who is not here, but she did the art for the Pokemon and the archery. Lord Angus, or Honorable Lord Angus, excuse me. His Grace Ronan, John of York, Lady Beatrice, Lord Peter, His Excellency Valinor, Her Excellency Tegan, for feeding us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Primus in that too.
Yes.
Sir Gabe, Sir Joel, Mistress Ailish, Sigrid, now that I have a name to go with that, Warcheck, Her Excellency Morgan, and Her Excellency Juliana. See, I find them.
They're 2 different people.
And anybody else that I missed, please, thank you so much for helping us. We could not have survived this, I think, this time. And I certainly wouldn't have survived without this guy being my runaround sight the whole time. Oh, and finally, Lord Ambrose and Lady Seraphina for our co-stewards that are still back there working. So thank you, everyone. We had a great time doing this. Okay. We're just tired, so thank you all.
3 cheers for the event stewards! Vivat!
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 And their lovely crew.
And the lovely
You can eat those.
I can eat those. Herein closes the court of Her Excellency Mariaga.
That was fun. Let's do that again.
I forgot to put your hat there.
Pray heed the words of their excellencies, Hogar and Broadway.
Well, we had a blast. Did everybody else have fun?
Yeah!
I didn't get to do anything with the grown-up things or that we planned on doing because we were so busy having fun.
Thank you guys. It was a great time. Just for first Raptor work? Yeah, okay. Raptor was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it. And see you next time. Oh, yeah.
Apparently these were left at my vigil at Crown or Coronation. If anybody recognizes them, please come claim them. That's all I got. Otherwise, it's a very good one.
Right, heed the words of Monsieur Morgan.
I had a great time. Again, visiting with old friends and meeting new folks and just plain enjoying myself. So one friend elevated to Baroness, another belted as a knight, another will be asked the question later for Laurel. Just an most excellent event, and I thank you very much. If I may, press commercial announcement. Coming up on October 5th is Harvest Court up in Sentinel's Keep. Will be our Armored Champion and Rapier Champion tournaments. We'd like to invite all of you to come and play with us. So, thank you.
Your Excellency Owen, you have yours.
Pray heed the words of Owen, Baron of Griffin's Lair.
Come on, she did good. Thank you so much, Darnful, for loaning me a herald for the day. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Did everybody have a great time here today? Now we're talking. Crass commercial announcement. In 2 weeks, actually 13 days, we're going to send Floki back to hell. Woo! Gwen's going to go in the morning. Lachlan and Big Biz are going to step up. It's called Coronation.
Sorry about the conflict.
It's all right. Well, it's the truth.
For what?
We got a drink for Ken J. Straight to keep him there, too. We'll be at Fort Wayne Ventura in Ogden. Lots of everything. Archery run by Master Ririd. Heavy fighting, King and Queen's champion, all the usual stuff. And your last chance to see Floki alive. Alive-ish, sort of. So come on down to Ogden. We'll have a great time. All the cool stuff will be happening there. All the cool kids will be there. Thank you, folks. I had a great day.
Your Excellency Elizabeth, you have your seat. I guess so.
Herein reopens the court of the Excellencies Till and Isabeau of Bronzetown.
Woo! Such a great day so far. Congratulations, Maria. We're so excited for you and Kelvin. It's amazing, a long time coming. And then our dear friend Sarah, we can't wait to hear your answer here shortly. It's been a great, great day, and we're so glad we made the long journey to come visit.
Very, very happy to be here.
And all I can say after that is girl power.
Here closes the court of the Bronzetown.
At this time, their majesties call before them all for whom this is their first event.
Rat out your friends. Rat out your friends.
I saw cast document covers earlier. So.
Get closer. They don't really bite.
Only one of them likes it.
They have their shots.
So, the tradition in our kingdom is to take a moment in every court and acknowledge those who have attended their first event. We do this because it is with the new players that come out to our game that our kingdom continues to grow, continues to exist. The society is 54 years old. Many of us here were new as well. And without newcomers, you can just close up shop. So we want to just give out a little token to everyone to say thank you for coming, and that hopefully you'll return, and perhaps 20 years from now when you attend your millionth event, you will have this small token to remind you of the time you came to.
And the token that we give you is actually one of the tokens we have for first rate. It's actually for took the chance, especially when you know somebody's here and you hear about the game a little bit, and it's kind of can be a little bit crazy. So thank you for coming into your craziness and enjoying the day with us.
For these newcomers, the lifeblood that keeps the society growing.
Vivat! 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 Vivat!
Anybody else have any business before this court? No. Oh, that's right. Mr. Bartholomew does. I remember you told me that earlier.
Your Majesties, I bring greetings, tidings of salutations, and wishes for prosperity from your gentle cousins, their Majesties of Glenavon, who send these words to you through your trusted ambassador to their kingdom, to it, Sir Bartholomew Hightower. They bade me to express sorrow that they were unable to join with you on the fields of the great war of Pennsic this season last, and by way of communicating fond wishes, bade me give this to you. This is a printing block by which to augment the kingdom's treasury and to advance the textile arts of the kingdom of Artemisia, which is already well known throughout the known world. Furthermore, they bade me give you a personal invitation to come and join with them, along with all Artemisians who wish to travel, at what is surely going to be continued conflict at the Gulf Wars, which happen in March of next year. And if any of you have need of aid in this, they bade you also speak to your ambassador, Sir Bartholomew Hightower, to accomplish this. Whether you are living, dead, or undead, you are welcome to attend. Thank you very much. Your Majesty.
Thank you, Lord.
It's going to take a little bit, you know. There's 2 pages of them. At this time, their majesties call into their presence Karin Isolde Clothod von Katzenberg, Elzaveta Catlin. Thank you. Yeah, it's getting dark in here. Anne de Junis, Lucy de Vildeband Boniface, Robert de Fletcher the Duelist, Robert de Spencer, Carol of Stargate, Anise Canillo, Elsa Iversdaughter, Jillian of Bub, Casimira de Walney, Annette Marie Siobhan Ninuan, Alessandra Rafael Di Luciano, Trygve Gravar Olsen, Nicholas Alejandro de Etona, Gefan Fatodri Roffensdotter, Juliana McLaughlin, Ceres Bassett, Rebecca Chatterton, Calde McKeld, Morgan de Antioch, Kian Rothman of Dirnirse, Sarah Thomason, Corazon de Berg, Edward Drachenfeld, Eleanor McCarthy, James Ulrich McKellar, Timothy Garnwood, Rowena of Avalon, Jeffrey of Hastings, Courtney Cesara Almy, Jürgen von Lohenberg, Agnes of Whitby, Pasha Sterling Mayfair, Laurel von Vecht, Lynette Huntington, Kirken McPherson, William Somdeville, Cortland Sterling Mayfair, William Wilde, Armand Demort, Teresa von Toux, Heloise Dubec, Guillaume de la Rapière Flamboyant Roussec Le Croix Noir. Page 2. Ellen of Coffinbury, Rafe something. Rafe Begot, Connor Tryggvason, Carl Braden von Sovenheim, Albreda Wolfkeeper, Nicolo Gianfigliazzi Genovese, Osandra Elsbeth Gabrielle Delabette, Antonia de Alessandria, Wilhelm von Adlersheim, Yasmin Al Raqua Al Alayayay, Joffin O'Connor's daughter, Mary Amanda Fairchild, Angus Sinclair of Wick, Constance de la Rose, Varia Goff, Bianca de Ravana, Isabel Grant, Juliana Atwater, Daria de Salamanca, Evelyn Ingen Uliam, Bethany of Windermere, Brian Barnum, Sumaya bint Suleiman, Hildegard Filia Wolf-Romney, Jacqueline de Radenvier, Conrad von Krixen, Bjorn Raffensen, Binkta Rolfsdatter, Elspeth McBain, Esther Bat Baruch, Leah Dispenser, Bronwyn Morgan, Heidi of Côte du Ciel, Claire de Lacy, Fiammetta de Travestevelle, Broca Weiss, Tamsin Sutherland, Marcello D'Antonici, Elias Tygar, Ingling von Foxridge, Bartholomew Hightower of Canterbury, and any other laurels present.
People are ratting you out.
You may continue to stand. The floor is a little going to be rough on me, so you may stand if you choose.
Are you ready for your vigil? And now, at this time, their majesties call into their presence the Honorable Lady Sarah von Feuerbach.
Your Majesties, Excellencies, peers of the realm, assembled nobles, before you comes the beautiful, scarlet-haired, Honorable Lady Sarah von Feuerbach. Jewel of the keep,
companion of the crane's honor, fourth griffin's pride of the kingdom of Artemisia, griffin's heart of Artemisia, keeper of the queen's confidence to Queen Esther, companion of the gold scarf, member of the Order of the Golden Maple Leaf, member of the Order of the Golden Sun in Splendor, member of the Order of the Key Cross, former Princess Royale of Artemisia, comes bearing arms awarded and granted to wit, vert, ostensibly argent, a phoenix ore.
Sarah, 6 months ago, we also placed you on vigil so that you may take counsel, and you had a night to consider your answer. And so tonight we will have your answer. Will you enter the Order of the Laurel?
I will.
His brother.
Oh,
No,
yes.
no.
That's correct. We'll have to correct that.
Master Braden, their majesties would like to.
We cannot take her into the Order of the Laurel as she is currently under contract with yourself.
Ah, yes, the contract. Let's read this contract, shall we? The indenture made this 3rd day of September in the reign of Auckland of Artemisia. The first year being the year of our society, 51. Whereas the Honorable Lady, Sarah von Feuerbach, does bind herself presently to His Excellency, Meister Karl Baden von Tobernheim, for the learning of the arts in a variety of fields and skills as an apprentice. For expenses of meat and drink and travel away from the Meister's keep, the Meister will pay 1 gulden annually to his apprentice. Not bad wages. In kind, Sarah as an apprentice shall be called upon at times during the year to repay this credit from her art and largesse and prowess in all things learned. Should Sarah commission a fee for work in her art, she must first present these completed works to her Meister for consent, and all fees beyond cost are offered to me. Should you incur fees in your learning, you must first present these to your Meister for consent, and her Meister will determine to pay debts owed. In all things of personal conduct and personal creation shall Sarah be held indentured to her Meister. As an apprentice, Sarah is required to make presents to all Meisters and mistresses of the Laurel that she is not familiar. She will maintain herself apparel to a high standard and display conduct of highest virtue. She shall keep her Meister's counsel in all things legal, and she shall not be released, save by word or one of the said parties, or through attaining mastery of her craft. In witness thereof, you signed it, and so did I. Well.
Signatures on
Said writing to me.
Yeah.
Sarah, you have not met my expectations. You have fantastically exceeded them. You have grown, you have matured. 3 years ago, the person that I took on as an apprentice has blossomed into this amazing artist with dignity, with confidence, and who makes some nice dots. Your Majesties, this contract is null and void. I will have back that which is mine. You've worn this belt well, you've worn this belt proudly. And someday, as gifted to you, we will in turn pass on the next generation of apprentices in our kingdom and follow a great lineage.
See that you are now free of any bonds that might hinder your entrance into this order. Therefore, we shall commence with the process. But first, are there medallions for this vigilant?
Please, Your Majesty, I have a medallion for my daughter. This was given to me by Mistress Casimira, and I thought this would be a nice medallion to pass along to you, to just remind you of all the fun in the SCA.
We will pass this medallion amongst your brothers and sisters of the Laurel, so that they may imbue it with goodwill for your future success.
Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry that will speak for this lady?
Your Majesty, I'm Brynjolf Jagerson, and I would speak for this lady. This is the person who I wear a favor on my belt. I fight for this person. Not because she asked me to, but because of her deeds. I've watched her for many, many years, seeing her grow up with all of us around her. When the opportunity arose, it was not a hesitation. I went to a knee, I asked if she would honor me and allow me to fight for her. That day on the field, she ripped a section of this beautiful dress she was wearing off and gave it to me as a favor. I still wear that favor to this day, even though she made a different favor for me. This one piece of green material means more to me than any other piece that I own. It reminded me of what I protect, and it refreshed my belief in the dream, because it wasn't a hesitation, it wasn't a question, it was, this has to happen. This is the person you have in front of you, a person who will remind you of what the dream is. I've watched a lot of people in the society. A lot of people have very singular, special talents. Some people have many talents. When that person is willing to share those many talents with many people, that's when they need to be recognized. And Sarah is one of these people. She doesn't know, but I've watched for years as we traveled into events where that last detail, that last thing, that minuscule thing that nobody's ever really going to see, but she knows it's there and she will stop to take care of it. I never knew how to make a button with cloth around it. It was weird. And she didn't know I was watching them do it. They were in the back seat and I was watching in the mirror because it was fascinating. She encouraged, through her actions and her words, for me to take up more than fighting and to be more than just a guy on the field fighting. Her deeds, her actions encouraged me to become a weaver and to learn more about our society. Your Majesty, unequivocally, I wholeheartedly agree with this choice to elevate Sarah this day.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican that will speak on this lady's behalf?
I am very honored to speak for Sarah. I met her when I moved here 12 years ago, and she has been an inspiration to me and my family since. Her enthusiasm is contagious. I have never seen anyone in all my years of the SCA be so enthusiastic about service and about learning and helping others. I have seen her bring in more newcomers than I've ever seen before, and she keeps them interested. She makes everyone feel important, no matter the age or who they are. My 11-year-old looks up to her because she makes children feel important, just as she makes adults. And it's often you'll see her sitting at the children's table, playing with them, and then she'll go to the next area and be with those people, and she just spreads her enthusiasm so well. She makes everyone feel like they are involved. When you speak with her, she looks you in the eye, and she makes you feel that your feelings are valid, And her enthusiasm to serve, she's held so many offices, so many, but event steward so many times, class coordinator. She was sewn for people. She was offered to help people. My 11-year-old has the nickname for her of Sarah Chicken Water, which you'll have to ask her about, because the kids literally love her, and she doesn't just dismiss them, she makes them feel important just as she would any person of any rank. And I am extremely proud to see her added to this order, and she is very deserving, and I know that she will continue to serve and be enthusiasm and bring people in and make them all feel welcome and that they matter in this society. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense that will speak for this lady?
Your Majesties, my name is Lawrence Bacon, Master of the Order of Defense, and I would speak on her behalf. I had the pleasure of meeting Sarah at the beginning of my career at my second event ever. The first time I attended a coronation. Sarah was terrifying. This young woman was dressed so well and carried herself with such great confidence that I felt defeated even before I picked up a blade. I would remind you, she is a member of the Gold Scarf, which was created long before the Order of Defense was created, when there was only two awards, your Gold Scarf and your White Scarf, and she earned that award. Your Majesties, while she participated in rapier, she still displayed all the features that the other orders have mentioned. She is one to look for problems and then find ways to solve them. When our community was still suffering far worse than it is now, and it still needs to improve, from the situation of being dominated by men, Sarah was one of the first to speak up, to speak out loudly and say, we need to make an equal playing field. We need to make a welcoming field. And she has always inspired me to follow that. When Sarah saw that the North and the South were becoming at odds in the rapier community, she created the forum that we still use on Facebook to communicate with each other, so we didn't have those communication problems. Her hand is felt by every rapier fighter in our kingdom. And even though she has stepped out of that art so she can pursue where her heart truly lies, her work still affects us to this day. Her work has made our kingdom great for our rapier fighters, for our artists, for our knights. Your Majesties, you will not be able to stop Sarah from changing the face of this kingdom. What you will be able to do is give her the tools and the ability to do it right. I would encourage you to do so, Your Majesties. Thank you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel that will speak for her?
There is, Your Majesties. Noble cousins, we have heard much this day of the chivalric virtues, these peer-like qualities that we expect of the leaders within our society. Every candidate that comes before a council, every candidate that comes before their majesties, in all the kingdoms across the known world, are vetted and weighed and determined if they are to be found worthy. To be asked the simple question, will you accept entrance into this order of your peers? You meet the minimum qualifications for entrance. Peerage is not a destination. It is one more step on a very long journey. peer-like quality that I wish to speak of Sarah is inspiration. With the exception of her parents, I can honestly say I remember this young girl when she was knee-high to a grasshopper. And I have watched her participation throughout the years in our society. What she has grown and blossomed into has been spoke by other members of various orders. And always she's looking for, what more can I do? What more needs to be done? How can I serve? How can I explore my arts? How can I encourage other people? How can I be that inspiration? We as peers sometimes forget that that is our role, to be inspirations to everyone in our society. Your Majesties, your council has already spoken of the prowess of this woman in the arts and sciences of the current Middle Ages. I would beg, in our language, to accept Athmukligre of this young lady, this deep-heartedness of this woman, to join our order. For she has inspired others, she reminds me of what I need to work on and inspired me to continue to serve this society. And that is a debt I can never repay. But I hope that by accepting this order and her entrance, I might begin to repay that.
Are there royal peers that will speak on her behalf?
Your Majesties, I would speak upon this good lady's service to the crowns of our kingdom. She has donated largesse. She has given of herself as an attendant, as a confidant, and as an advisor to all matters at stake.
Majesties, I'm to speak about this lady's noble bearing to you this day. But first, I would like to speak to Sarah, if that is all right with you. Sarah, this is a huge, important moment in your SCA life. Since you've been a tiny little person with that crazy red hair, this is one of the things that you've dreamed about. But I will talk to you about being a royal peer within this kingdom and within the society. If you look around, my brothers and sisters who are royal peers, these are legends within our kingdom. These are people that people fear, they don't like, they love. And all of these people have bared the weight of the griffin on their shoulders. They all know how important it is to lead, to guide, and to be a regal example for all. You are walking that path, and one day I have no doubt that you will be a rose with me and my sisters. I would urge you to take this moment and hold it to your heart, but know that there is more to come for you. There's more to come.
No thanks.
Your Majesties, I completely support this candidate, and I welcome her into the order that I belong to.
Is there a member of the populace that will speak for her?
Majesties, may I speak? I am Jane Fox. I am was a longtime resident of Artemisia, and I now reside in Atlantia. And there was no way that I was going to miss being here for Sarah and traveling over 3,000 miles to be here for her. I did not meet Sarah when she was a child, like many of you did. I have only known her as a young woman. And I have never met anyone in this society who loves the SCA as much as Sarah does. And I love hearing how many other people see that in Sarah. And I still see that from her from so far away. She has been an officer. She has been an event steward. She has taught classes. She has killed it on the rapier field. She's done it all. And she has always welcomed newcomers into her home, into her local group, to help them learn about the society, to help them learn what roles they want to play within society or just to enjoy it. Her passion is her strength. And again, everyone here sees that. But what I want to speak about that I really admire in Sarah, and I have spoken to her about this so many times, is her willingness to be a voice for everyone. She has never been afraid to speak up for what is right, and sometimes that has cost her, but she will not hesitate to speak up when someone needs to be spoken for. And I have told her to please never give up on that. Always be the voice, especially for the populace. That is very important within the society, that they feel that they have a peer that they can go to, that they can trust, and that will speak for them always. And I know that Sarah will never lose that voice, because she is so passionate and because she loves the society so much that whether someone is new or whether someone's been playing for over 20 years like she has, she will always be that voice. She has been the voice for me. She has been the voice for many. And I respect her voice, and I advise people to listen to her. And I am thrilled that this is an elevated position for her where her voice will be heard even more, but she will continue to help others' voices be heard, other members of the populace be heard. So I wholeheartedly am thrilled to see this day for Sarah.
Your Majesty's reading of her oath.
We will.
Sir Cullen.
Behind you on this side.
Ah, there she is.
On the phone.
This is the Kingdom's Sword of State, King's Justice. We ask at this time, if you will, if you choose to swear an oath, we will take your oath now.
Here do I swear,
Here do I swear,
by mouth and hand,
by mouth and hand,
fealty and service,
fealty and service,
to the Crown and Kingdom of
to
Artemisia,
the Crown and Kingdom of Artemisia,
to come and to go,
to come and to go,
to do and let be,
to do and let be,
to strike and to spare,
to strike and to spare,
to speak and to be silent,
to speak and be silent,
in all matters
in all matters
that concern the Kingdom,
that concern the Kingdom,
on my honor,
on my honor,
and the lawful command of the Crown,
in the lawful command of the Crown,
in need or in plenty,
in need or in plenty,
in peace or in war,
in peace or in war,
in living or in dying,
in living or in dying,
from this hour henceforth,
from this hour henceforth,
until the King departs from his throne,
until the King departs from his throne,
death takes me,
or
the world ends,
the world ends.
so say I.
So say I, Sarah von Feuerbach.
And you, Floki, hear this oath and accept it, and return it in kind. You have our support and our protection at all times. Sarah. I dubbed thee once for honor. I dubbed thee twice for craft. I dubbed thee Laurel of the Kingdom of Artemisia and the Society for Creative Anatomy.
Domine Artemisia, this day do we wish to extol the virtues of Sarah von Feuerbach. The glory of our kingdom is enriched by the presence of this gentle. Long has she been an inspiration to our populace and has spread her influence far and wide. We are therefore minded to grant her entrance into the Order of the Laurel. We grant her the right to bear arms by letters patent, to wit, vert, ostensibly argent, a phoenix or. These arms we shall hold for her sole and unique use throughout the known world, done this 24th day of August, Anno Societatis 54, being 2019 Gregorian. Calligraphy and illumination by Her Excellency Mr. Celerese.
This is Sarah. Meet her sisters and brothers in the Order of the Laurel. Oh.
This is Sarah. As befits your station, a cake has been made in the late German style, woven and decorated by myself and your fellow artisans. But what we really needed was more warmth this evening. Here for her.
Artemisia, people of the known world, presenting to you Mistress Sarah, newest member of the Order of the Laurel. Vivat! 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 Like all the laurels who are sitting in the Majesty, would you like me to take that back?
Thank you all again. We had a marvelous day. We have been planning quite a bit of what occurred today as far back as January. So this has been a culmination of quite a bit of work. And Her Majesty and I are very happy that we were able to do these things today. The many elevations and just a great and wonderful day, great event. So thank you to everyone here. You helped make this a wonderful event for us, and we won't forget it. And to show our gratitude, we won't keep you here another minute.
There being no further business before this fifth court this weekend, herein closes the court of their Majesties Floki and Guinevere. Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the queen! Long live the queen! Long live these sovereign lands of Artemisia! Vivat! 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 Vivat!